McLaughlin's got one hand on another championship trophy. Can he close the deal today? Great start by Fabian. He's threatened to do this in the recent past and he gets away beautifully. And McLaughlin chases to the inside of the road and he's got Whincup hot on his tail. Jamie goes to the outside looking to sweep by. Coulthard's going to command this one into turn one. Watching Waters down the inside as well.
Beautiful start by Fabian Coulthard. His jump was superb. Reaction time was unbelievably good. But when he hit it with a clutch, it did not even falter. Drove away perfectly. Big slide there coming out of turn 3 for forward. He gathers it up.
Now down the inside is Jack LeBrock. And gets it done on Scott Pye. Bryce Ford down the inside of Scott Pye as well at turn 11.
Good driving. 3 abreast now. Up to the final corner. Lee Holdsworth up the inside. Let's have a look where they got. Oh, wow, that's 5 or 6 abreast. Macaulay Jones off the road. Jacobson off the road. So what do? Do they pitch down? On Hazelwood actually has made contact with Rick Kelly.
Radios are lighting up a bit here. There's a bit of weird figure going on out there at the moment.
Oh, God.
Goes LeBrock. Fires it out of turn 7. He catches it luckily and keeps it off the concrete wall. And also with Heimgartner, the minute you end up getting a shove and you end up offline and getting pushed wide, the next group of cars comes blazing down the inside, gives you the hip and shoulder, you end up just going further back and further back and further back. Now McLaughlin's got closer to Coulthard and they're starting to just drift away from Whincup. It's now 1.2 seconds. And there's the lead change. So Scott goes to the lead. Fabian just releases the throttle. So they'll be hoping to thread Jamie out between them. That'll be a tough order.
Oh, little drama on the right rear. That's a slow stop. He's actually got to lose this. Yeah, he just got in front of Mostert, but that's going to put him way back. It's going to put him back with Rick Kelly.
6.6 second stop. So that was murder. That's hurt.
Okay,
it's grabbed
the airline.
Got bowled. So we only saw the last part of the story.
Yeah, just had a gearbox.
She's just done a transaxle by Coulthard off the road. He was the fastest on the previous lap. I wonder what's gone on there. This is not good for the team's championship for Shell V-Power.
It's his engineer, Mark Fenning. And they're going to go safety car.
This is going to help Van Gisbergen. That's a driveline issue, that one. Yeah.
And it's off the back of it sitting on the rev limiter for an extended period, which is just the amount of lash in that process, and backlash is pretty harsh on all the gear.
Dead right, Scafie. So Mark Fenning's engineer, Coulthard's engineer, just told me no drive, mechanical failure.
And likewise in at the Penrite Erebus garage, I just spoke to Barry Ryan and he said it's a transaxle in the number 9 of Dave Reynolds. So very weird, both cars encountering the same problem.
So we're watching the Van Gisbergen stop, and this will be as a result of the number of times that they're on the hard cut. They spend a long time on it down there between 2 and 3. They're spending a long time on it between 6 and 7 now as well. That won't be helping the cause.
And they spend a lot of time on Ballalunga curbs around this place.
McLaughlin blazes. He's got Di Pasquale behind him. This is a great opportunity for Anton to grab a decent result. Cool shot. Watching everybody blaze into turn 1 on a cold tyre. And who chases who? Can there be any moves made down the inside? Macaulay Jones has got Jack LeBrock all over him as they run into one.
And I don't want to be Rick Kelly because he came in reasonably early and he's now got Van Gisbergen with 4 fresh tyres who's come in last, and he is going to apply maximum pressure. Van Gisbergen is going to have a field day in these laps. Wasn't able to do it there, but he'll get down the inside here. Nicely executed. Nicely done also by Rick.
At the second last corner.
Remember, Pye's got grow. Oh, Jack's right out off the road. Gee, he was lucky to regain control of that before the pit entry. Remember, Scott Pye's got really good tyres at that late stop also. Have a look at the ground that Van Gisbergen made. Have a look at this now also.
Oh, so Pye was easing to the left there. 3 wide at turn 1. So this is a conundrum, because if Shane goes by Jamie, that takes points from him in the vital battle for the championship, but at the same time they're in business for themselves as drivers at each side of the garage. And
Straight down
there you go, answered for us. So Shane gets on with it. Here's how Shane did that move on Nick. Did it nicely down at turn 6. Didn't even end up using a whole lot of the exit space there either. And some weirdness in the right front corner of Scott Pye's car. We're hearing that it might have been a flat right front. Now, they were having a long, hard look at tyres on that car when after that pit stop where they did 3 and then ultimately 4. And out of the final corner, and another victory this weekend in South Australia for Scott McLaughlin. He closes in on the championship.
Points on Jamie. Great work.
There's the right-hand front tyre destroyed on Scott Pye's car. As carries some extra signage back into the pit area, but a really good job by Anton Di Pasquale and all the team down there at Penrite Racing, because he's been saying that his race pace is improving. That's a great demonstration of it.
McLaughlin, Di Pasquale, Waters, Courtney, Van Giers, Percat, Whincup, Mostert, Kelly, Heimgartner, your 10. Condensed by a safety car. First time in ages we've spotted one of those from Hazelwood. Winterbottom, Fullwood, LeBrock, Jones, Pither, Kostecki, Smith, Pye and Fabian. Out of business with some driveline trauma with that car. David Reynolds, ditto. Damage early in the race for Gary Jacobson, and for poor old Lee Holdsworth, a lot of suspension damage on that car.